My name is Janet Chance, and I am a researcher focusing on cancer drug development. I have a blissful family life and a career worth fighting for. However, just as I am about to go save a life using my newly researched drug, I discover that the car specifically used to transport the drug has inexplicably disappeared. Upon checking the surveillance footage, I learned that my high school classmate, Melissa Lane, has driven it away. What do you mean it is your car? This is my husband's car. I snap back anxiously. Give me back my car right now. Just as I finish speaking, I hear a crowd's mocking laughter coming from the other end of the phone. Do you know who you are talking to? Your car? This car belongs to the wealthiest man in the country. Melissa immediately adds, I am about to marry the wealthiest man in Azlud. He was worried about my safety, so he specifically allowed me to take this car. He told me it is very well protected with its bulletproof glass. How dare you say this car is yours, you penniless loser? In order to take back the drug, I have no choice but to rush over to Melissa's wedding venue. That is when I see the man embracing her in the poster is Samuel Fuller, who is none other than the husband I have been married to for the past 3 years. My name was Janet Chance, a researcher focusing on cancer drug development. I had a happy family life and a career worth fighting for. Just as I was about to rush off to save a life using my newly developed drug, I realized that the car meant to transport the drug had mysteriously disappeared. After checking the surveillance footage, I saw that my high school classmate, Melissa Lane, had been the one to drive it away. What do you mean? Your car? That car belongs to my husband, I demanded anxiously, exclaiming, return the car to me right now. I had barely finished speaking when I heard a crowd's mocking laughter coming from the other end of the phone. Do you know who you are talking to? Your car. This car belongs to the wealthiest man in the country. Melissa immediately added, I am about to marry the richest man in Azlud. He was concerned about my safety, so he specifically instructed me to take this car. He told me the vehicle's well protected with its bulletproof glass. How dare you claim this car is yours, you penniless loser? Since I needed to take back the drug, I had no choice but to rush over to Melissa's wedding venue. There, I saw that the man embracing her in the poster was none other than Samuel Fuller, the husband I had been married to for the past 3 years. At first, I thought something was wrong with my eyesight. Why else would I be seeing my husband on a wedding poster with another woman? However, in the next second, I spotted Melissa walking onto the stage with a bouquet in hand. She spoke proudly to the guests. Everyone, welcome to my wedding with Samuel Fuller, the wealthiest man in the country. Digging out my phone, I stared at the message that Samuel had just sent me half an hour ago. Honey, I miss you so much. I have a ton of work to do at the company today, so I'll check in with you later. Remember to let me know when you are coming back home. I love you. I felt as though I had been dunked in ice-cold water. I thought back to the days I had spent in the research laboratory in the past few years. A lot of the time, I was so busy with my research and drug development that I wouldn't return home. Sometimes it would even be half a year before I went home. Nonetheless, despite knowing that I was a workaholic, Samuel had still proposed to me. In order to maintain our relationship during our time apart, he would report to me daily about his schedule. This also made me feel more at ease. Every time we were separated, he would anxiously inquire when I would be returning home. I used to think it was because he cared deeply about me and missed me terribly. Now, however, I realized how absurd those thoughts had been. The dazzling lights from above illuminated Melissa, causing her to shine brilliantly from the countless hand-woven diamonds on her wedding gown. The sight practically screamed opulence and wealth. Melissa, I am so envious of you for being able to marry the wealthiest man in the country. I heard he is a billionaire. Melissa, among all our classmates, you are probably living the best life right now. The crowd's praises had Melissa smugly lifting her chin. At the same time, she didn't forget to insult me. Back then, wasn't Janet ranked first in academic achievements? Well, where is she now? She doesn't even dare show her face here. Upon hearing her words, the crowd nodded vigorously in agreement. I, on the other hand, simply scoffed.